The NFL said Eric Reid's drug test was random.
Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video from my channel.
Yo! On LCameraTV, make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, don't forget to hit the bell notification, man. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. I upload randomly, so I don't want you guys to miss out. So definitely hit the bell icon, man. When you see squeaking lines, you know you have been notified. And guys, I try my best not to be controversial. I try my best to just talk about the Panthers because I love my Panthers, man. But some things I gotta talk about. Some things I just flat out gotta talk about. And this particular situation is about a certain safety that we picked up in the middle of the season that's been having some serious issues. So I gotta talk about that. I gotta talk about how the NFL and the NFLPA is just straight lying. I gotta talk about that. And you know, my personal feelings about the whole thing. So we got a lot to talk about today, guys. So let's get started. The Carolina Panthers safety Eric Reid recently stated that he got drug tested 7 times this year, and he only been signed to the team since like September. Now, mind you, he was like, man, obviously they're targeting him. There's no reason why he should be drug tested that much. They can constantly drug test him, but he's not gonna get, you know, popped for anything or anything like that, whatever. And he did. As far as I know, he didn't pop for anything. He kept on getting drug tested, and he didn't pop for anything, right? Now, you know, obviously Eric Reid talked about it. You know what I'm saying? He broke it down, whether he got involved, whatever. It was so, you know, prominent, whatever, that obviously Ron Rivera said, hey, man, you know, if I got drug tested that much, man, my name got called that much, I'll play the lottery because I'm probably going to win. That's what Ron Rivera says. Now, you never know about these situations. Like I said, it's a locker room. You know, we're not that connected to the NFL teams like that. But if Ron Rivera, the head coach, you know what I'm saying, is saying this, and Eric Reid is saying this, I tend to believe it. Ron Rivera is not, you know what I'm saying, a liar by any stretch of the imagination. He's not, he's a stand-up guy, you know what I'm saying. And even, you know what I'm saying, with Ron Rivera having ties to the military, very strong ties. I think his dad was, part of the military, and I think one of his brothers and stuff like that. He has very strong ties to the military in general. I see no reason to aid Eric Reid in this whole situation if, you didn't have to. Like, he could have just said next question, or I don't know about that, you have to ask Eric, whatever, right? But he didn't. He gave a vote of confidence basically to Eric Reid. So I tend to believe it. And I feel like that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's messed up because obviously Eric Reid doesn't deserve this. You know what I'm saying? He wants, he got signed by a team. He's doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? He got picked up by a team. He played well. And he doesn't deserve to get trusted any more times than anybody else just because of that. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. So I think he didn't do anything wrong. I definitely think he did get tested multiple times. I mean, even there was a situation where Shannon Sharp spoke about how there was a time he got drug tested a bunch of times, and he was like, why am I keep on getting drug tested? Now, mind you, I don't know, if it was just because Shannon Sharp's size. I don't know what it was, but, it happened to Shannon Sharp also. Who knows? I don't know if they was targeting Shannon Sharp. Maybe they just felt like he was, because maybe it just happens to really good players. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But, Shannon Sharp said himself, he said he got drug tested way more than a lot of people in his locker room, and Eric Reid was getting drug tested way more than, everybody on the Panthers team, from what I know of. So it just seems fishy to me. You know what I'm saying? Eric Reid thought it seemed fishy also, and so did Ron Rivera. So to me, those guys are credible. You know what I'm saying? Especially Ron Rivera, he's very credible. I do trust our head coach. I think he's a very good head coach, and I don't think he would lie, especially with his military ties, you know what I'm saying, and his family. So for me, I tend to believe Eric Reid. Now, a report came out from the NFL and the NFLPA stating that Eric Reid, the drug tests were completely random and there was no targeting or foul play in it, right? Now, me personally, I feel like it's a complete lie. Because it's a complete lie. You know what I'm saying? And first of all, if y'all know, Eric Reid still has a collusion case against, the NFL. He's still going through that whole process. So the NFL doesn't necessarily like Eric Reid. Obviously, we know that. But also, the NFLPA doesn't like him either. Because there was a point in time where, when he was kneeling with Colin Kaepernick and all stuff like that, whatever, he was with the NFL, Players Association, and, there was coming up on how, what they want from the owners and all that type of stuff. And he basically felt like they sold him out. You know what I'm saying? They used, Colin Kaepernick's plight to get what they wanted, which was, I think a bunch of extra money. And you know, I think they helped Malcolm Jenkins start his, you know, like foundation or whatever it was, and a bunch of other stuff happened. So if you remember in the Phillies game, you know what I'm saying, this year, Eric Reid and Malcolm Jenkins got into it. Eric Reid was very aggressive towards Malcolm Jenkins. He was pissed off at him, and he felt betrayed. So I understand that. I mean, you know, it was so bad. I think Torrey Smith had to grab Eric Reid, and he was like, "Torrey, let me go. Like, I don't want, let me go." You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to this guy. Now, you know, he talked about it, you know what I'm saying, a few times or whatever. And, you know, Malcolm Jenkins is part of the player association. So the NFL and the NFLPA, to me, are both the same entity. I think the player association did get kind of bought out, you know what I'm saying? And because they're connected like that now, they're both going to agree on the same thing, right? So I don't necessarily believe them. And then most fans, which, you know, obviously they you know, on Bleacher Report, they talk about, you know, the trending and what's trending, whatever. A lot of fans were like, we don't trust y'all. We don't really believe y'all. We think y'all lying. You know what I'm saying? There was tons of people just saying, that's bullcrap. Like, there's no way you're saying that, you know, he didn't get targeted. Like the probability, like, even there's a mathematician that came out and said, the probability of him getting drug tested 7 times in like 11 weeks, I think it was like, it was highly improbable. Now, he said it was impossible, but he said highly improbable. You know what I'm saying? It's just most likely not going to happen, right? So for them to say that, to me, is kind of bogus. I think, you know what I'm saying, they just want to kind of get that spotlight off of them, because at the end of the day, it just looks like they're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you're drug testing this guy over and over again, one, you know what I'm saying, you look like you're searching for something, which you have, you know, he doesn't, like he said, he's never going to be dirty, and he wasn't, to my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And two, that could be very distracting. If I constantly have to, you know, during the season have to go take drug tests over and over and over again, that could be pretty distracting towards the season for me personally. That's just how I feel about it. So I don't believe the NFL or the NFLPA. I think they're, you know, obviously just doing this to try to cover themselves. You know, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was, you know, targeting towards Eric Reid. That's just me personally. If he had to get drug tested that many times, there's no, I just see it as, like, if I'm in the league for 11 weeks, or 13 weeks I think it was, and he get drug tested 7 times, that just seems so improbable to me that I can't really believe that this was just random, in my opinion. And recently, they had some arbitrator, you know what I'm saying, go through the whole process, I guess, or look into, you know, the whole targeting of Eric Reid, and they said, oh, Eric Reid didn't really get drug tested as many times as he said he did. Oh, Eric Reid, you know, didn't, like he said, they said he didn't get drug tested that many times, and they also said, you know, that, you know, there was no targeting. Now, me personally, I don't believe these arbitrators, you know what I'm saying, because the NFL, you know what I'm saying, go out and get these guys. It's just, to me, it's very mucky. It's very murky. I don't really believe, like, you know what I'm saying, they also had the arbitrators for the Deflate Gate. It gets really weird. It gets really weird when they get these arbitrators and stuff like that, whatever, because, you know, if that's the case, let somebody else, let a third party, you know what I'm saying, that's not connected to the NFL. I don't think the NFL should find the arbitrator. It should be something completely different. You know what I'm saying? Some other entity, you know what I'm saying, that finds an arbitrator and do it. Because you never know how this thing plays out, man. I just don't feel like Eric Reid would just fabricate that stuff, especially if it's easily proven. Like, if you're Eric Reid, how do you benefit from saying this, knowing that it's easily proven that you can see how many times he got drug tested? Like, he can't lie to the NFL about the times he got drug tested because they gave him the drug test. So it just doesn't seem plausible to me. And especially with Ron Rivera co-signing it, which like I said, I think Ron Rivera definitely, you know what I'm saying, has some credo. He, you know what I'm saying, stand-up guy. He hasn't done anything to me that, to my knowledge, that's like, you know, bad or anything like that. So I definitely give him some credence. And it just doesn't seem like a smart move. You know what I'm saying? Why would Eric Reid just make up stories to benefit himself when you know the NFL is the one that does the testing? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it's the NFL testing. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it for the NFL. Even if they use an outside company, which they probably do, you know what I'm saying? It's still for the NFL. The NFL could be able to look up that stuff. That's how they find it. That's how they get the results anyways. So it doesn't seem like it's in the Eric Reid's best interest. And I don't think Ron Rivera would jump out there if he didn't see it himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Ron Rivera would be like, I'm going on a limb with this guy also. That, you know, I ain't gonna lie, Ron Rivera don't know Eric Reid that well. They just met, like, you know what I'm saying, this year. I'm pretty sure they don't have this long-standing relationship. So why would I put myself out on a limb like this for this guy that I just met? I don't think he would do that. And the NFL has done shifty and shady things before. So for me, I think they're just trying to, cover themselves up. I think they, did this on the low, whatever, and was trying to just find a way to mess with him because of this collusion case. And they kind of shot themselves in the foot. And now they're just trying to figure out a way to get out of, this bad situation that they're in. So for me, I believe Eric Reid. I believe Ron Rivera. I think the NFL was definitely targeting him. And hopefully they don't do it next year, man. Hopefully by him going public with it, they realize, okay, he will, speak about it, whatever. So let's chill out. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. But we don't know, man. We'll see how that whole thing plays out. Hopefully he re-signs with the Panthers, man, and he stays part of the organization. But I don't know, man. This drug testing just seems too weird to me. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, get in the comment section, man. Who do you believe, man? Whose side are you taking? NFL and the NFLPA, Eric Reid and Ron Rivera? Let me know in the comment section below. Do you really think that Eric Reid was drug tested unfairly? Let me know, man, because I definitely think so, man. I don't think Ron Rivera and Eric Reid are bad people. I don't think they would lie for no reason. So I gotta lean towards that way. You know what I'm saying? I've seen the NFL do shady stuff before. That's just me personally. Definitely get in the comments. Check out the LCameraTV apparel, shirts, hats, mugs, all types of cool stuff. That link is in the description below. Check out the Patreon page. That link is also in the description below, man. Check that stuff out, man. Get it for a Valentine's Day gift. Shout out to everybody who stay, rocking with the gear, you feel me, and the merchandise. Share this with Panther family, friends, you might Panther related, might football related. And guys, the anime page is soon to be up. I will, probably do a video or a live stream just to update y'all. But it's almost done. So all my people on my channel right now that watch anime and stuff like that, whatever, my anime content is going to be on that channel. So definitely, when I drop the information, whatever, be on the lookout for that so you can trickle over, man. And I'm going to see y'all next time. Thank y'all for, showing love and staying tuned, man.